What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Not
another damn
another
podcast.
damn podcast.
Presented by
Our damn self.
episode 277, kid.
277. Yes.
Representing my new favorite team, the Cobra Commanders. Let's go, baby. Had to continue it. Not even a real team. Listen to last week's episode. We're talking about the Washington Commanders, and it just became a thing. So
Somehow I say a Cobra, somehow that's what I
Washington really should change to their logo. Whatever their logo is, this should be the team logo right here.
That's what it sounded to me when you said Commanders. I was like Cobra Commander. That's the first thing I thought about, like Cobra Commanders.
That's the reason why I dug this shirt. Honestly, I'm wearing this shirt. I wish I had it last, but I would have put it on during the show, like we said this shit. If I had it last week.
That's an awful name. I mean, it's just not.
It's better if you put Cobra.
It's
Washington Commanders sucks.
Team.
Cobra Commanders is amazing. That's what they need to call the team.
Washington football team. So there's that.
That's the team. That's the name of the team from now on. Damn it. All right. So how's your weekend been? Yeah, I've had interesting few days. I'll kick it off. Yeah. Well, I already asked you. Go ahead.
Okay. It's been pretty interesting because now we're starting the search for a home now. So I'm doing a little bit of house hunting now. You guys, if you know what that is, watch HGTV.
House Hunters USA.
So we're doing that, and it's like watching it on TV. It's like, yeah, I get what the people are feeling now, because you walk in, like pictures, you see one thing on the Redfin or Realtor, and you're like, yeah. And you go in real life and you're like, like, okay, this isn't a bedroom. This is a closet. This is a walk-in closet at best. But they're like, no, it's a third bed. No, that's not a bedroom. So like you face things like that, and then pictures don't see, like, you don't see like slanted floors and like cracks in ceilings and things like that. But I mean, we feel optimistic. Like we are getting closer to getting some stuff checked off on our list. Like you start learning like what you can live with and what you can't live with.
Once you actually start looking for real, like shit you thought was a necessity, it's not so much. So, okay,
it's not exactly like you learn what's important. Like, what do I need? What's a must have? What's a luxury? What's something that we can do along the way? Whereas maybe this house may have been renovated maybe in the early 2000s. So, that look, you can tell like something that was done around the millennium. So it's move-in ready technically, but you can just update as you go.
Yeah, and that's not bad, but
it's not bad.
That's last been done in the 1980s. Like that's.
Yeah. I'm not doing house. It was like when I was born.
Definitely got it. Unless you just want to live in an old lady house, it's like
the Brady Bunch house. Let's try to do that.
Yeah, the 70s layout, the Brady Bunch house. Yeah.
Who's the what you would call it? The Seavers looking like a growing pain in the house. The Seavers looking like that.
Looking like Archie Bunker's house on All in the Family.
Yeah. But I mean, and then some stuff like Marcus is like, because he was looking at something, he was like, shit. He was like, me and Luck could do this, him and his friend, because like they're both handy. He's like, we could do this. We could do a renovation like something that's like a simple. He's like, I can do this. We can do this. So I'm like, okay. So now we know like kind of like where we stand on things with stuff, but we're going to remain optimistic. We're going to find our perfect home that we need. We're going to find it. And then when we do, it's going to be, I'm going to celebrate and I'm going to be so happy.
Sounds acting a little goofy, but we're going to be all right though. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Had an interesting last couple days. Yeah. First of all, lady been a little under the weather, so we kind of still get well, baby love. Yeah, take care. But before that, let's rewind a couple of days before the weekend. Shout out to my homeboy Esco. Let's go.
Let's go.
He was doing the Post Malone concert. He said, "Hey, bro, on the road, meet to the Post Malone concert, get some good footage, bro." Yeah, you know Esco. Yeah, you know how he is.
Oh, I know how Esco rolls, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody at the United Center that was kicking it.
Yeah.
It's it was an interesting crowd. Like I said, I've never been it was well, I didn't see I didn't see many of us. You know what I'm saying? But it was dope though. He definitely has a huge following. Yeah, Post Malone. Yeah, he did all his hits.
Yeah.
You know I like you.
The United Center, yeah, you got to have a following to do it at the United Center. You have to have some sort of following.
Very popular dude. Yeah, they were singing all the songs along. Yeah, Wow and I Like You. To Rockstar. He did all his hits. Yeah.
The only reason why I know, like, because like when I'm in the car, I'm listening to The Heat, and then I'll see his name, Post Malone. I'll see his name pop up on the screen. I'm like, oh, okay. But like a lot of people, I don't know that. I just look at the screen, like, okay, this is so and so. Okay, this is so and so, because I don't be knowing people.
I stayed a little while. I didn't make it through the whole thing because obviously I do a lot. So I was like, yeah, I can stop by for a little while, and but I can't kick it that long. So yeah. So yeah, stayed maybe 40 minutes, something like that.
Oh, okay.
5, yeah, I stayed saw a good portion of his set. Yeah.
Good.
Got some pretty good shots of it as well, too.
Nice.
And dipped, had to go do the overnight show. This was after I was coming from class too. So it's a lot. Like I said, I do a lot. Yeah. And still found time to like pop in that for like a few minutes. You
see the face I'm making.
I was be doing a lot. Yeah.
I tip my hat to you, sir. I tip my hat. Like, yeah, I ain't doing all that.
People wonder why I get cranky sometimes because it's called sleep deprivation. That's what
sleep deprivation. And I've gotten really good about the kids because I know like Ari used to like FaceTime you sometimes. I'm like, no, I'm like, do not FaceTime your uncle. Like
after
before a certain, you ask me first, and then I'll text him to make sure that you're good, and then you do it because. Yeah, like she wasn't getting it.
That's like when they were out for school, they'd hit me in the middle of the day, like when I'm not up yet. It's like, you don't get up till like after.
Yeah, he's not getting up until the afternoon, baby. Like, well, he does. Everybody doesn't work.
10 a.m. I'll be like,
everybody doesn't work the same shift. Like mommy and daddy happen to work days, and we don't work on weekends. We don't work evenings or weekends. Everybody doesn't have the same shift, and that's what I had to explain to her.
But getting back to Post Malone, like the way his setup was, because like this is going into it, we ain't do with this. Like he had this stage that had these like long runways like going around, like so he would like go up and down like performing on the little runways.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, on Saturday night in the St. Louis show, was a mishap that took place. Yeah, I saw this on TMZ. I was just at Post Malone, like, and like he did. I saw the way his stage was set up. Where I don't know what happened, but some stagehand they left a space open in one of the runways. Yeah, so when he's performing, he just drops down into the hole and shit, and then like smacks like against the other side of the stage. Yeah, and so I saying that he had like 3 cracked ribs and everything. Yeah, it's like I watched the video. It's like you could see he was in pain too. Like he was like like he was just like howling in pain when he fell. Like so you knew it was serious.
Oh yeah, because like to have like a drop, like think about how high a stage is up, and then just to have
especially when you're not paying attention either,
and
like,
you're not prepared because like if you
he's just doing his show, yeah, and he just like
yeah. Like if you sense you're gonna fall, you're gonna, so you're gonna brace yourself. You know how to brace yourself. You sense you're gonna fall, but if you just fall with no type of warning, you can get seriously injured. Like, what type of negligence is that? Like,
that's just dumb. Yeah.
Like first of all, when you set it up like hours and hours before the show. Then you do like a walkthrough to make sure everything is good. Like to say, like,
I don't know if the person was paying attention or something. Is like I think they said they handed him something, but still, even you gotta still pay attention to that shit. Yeah. Even if you like put a mic stand there, whatever the fuck they put there and shit, and then you forgot to close the hole like that you handed the shit through. I don't know what happened, but it was a gap that he fell through and like broke like 3 ribs. What's crazy is they say that he came back out after about 15 minutes and like did and finished the show. So like that's these dudes are pros, like Dirk at Lollapalooza, the same thing.
Yeah, got hit with pirate or whatever. Yeah,
it was like, and then Post Malone had 3 broken ribs. He came back and finished the show. So it's crazy, yeah. So the money's worth, I guess. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not being funny right here. So like, if you call off from work saying that your eye is hurting, Post Malone finished his show. He had broken ribs. Like you can't call from work now, ever. You can't ever call off from work.
But yeah, I had to talk about that. when I saw it, I was like, oh, I was just at Post like the day before this happened. Yeah, because this was happening on Saturday. I was at Post Malone on Thursday in Chicago. So that easily could have happened at the show I was at. Maybe St. Louis staff is janky. Like, we don't do that here in Chicago. I'm just, even though I did just mention Dirt get hit in the face. So shit. Chicago, so yeah. I'm just saying. Shit happened in Chicago too.
I can't explain. I was trying to explain the way
I just can't use my stuff. Wait, I just said Dirt.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something to say for Chicago. I'm like,
loser. So
I ain't got nothing.
I just shot that down. So yeah, because both say our stage hands be on this shit, but not always. So, yeah.
Not all the time. We drop the ball sometimes, but get well. Like I said, hopefully he's up, with his feet up somewhere and relaxing. Yeah. I mean, I've never broken anything, thank God.
I done definitely broke some bones.
You've broken some bones, so what it's like. You've broken a few bones, so.
So yeah, hopefully, he postpones a few shows, gets himself right.
Yeah.
Back at it, yeah.
Yeah.
And since we're talking about, let's stay in entertainment right now. Rest in peace to the young man PNB Rock's.
I know. I saw that. I was just about to mention that. Oh my God. Like, I refuse to watch the video. I refuse to watch it. I
haven't seen the uncensored version. I saw the blurred version. I don't want to.
I refuse to watch. I don't want to see another Black man bleeding out. I just don't want to see that. I don't want to see another young Black man, because he was only 30 years old, a young Black man, prime of his life.
For those that don't know, PNB Rock, he was just having lunch with his girlfriend at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, which we've been to. Mm-hmm. So yeah, in LA, it's a regular spot. People go all the time. Yes, it's very.
But the one he was at, that wasn't the Hollywood one, right? The one they said he was at. I don't think it was. I don't think it was the Hollywood one. I think it's the one that they said is like in the sketchier, because they said it's like some that are like in sketchier areas.
And Takara from Top Model.
Yeah, Takara was sitting right behind us from Top Model. Yeah. But when I saw that story, I was like, so like this young man, he's just having, lunch, dinner, whatever, with like the mother of his child, like his girlfriend / mother of his child, and they're just chilling. And then somebody walks up and he's
fire. They say it was a robbery because allegedly they snatched his chain. Like I don't have all the details on that, but allegedly.
Well, my thing is, you can't just steal a chain. You have to kill somebody.
You gotta kill somebody. Yeah.
You gotta kill somebody to steal their chain. I mean,
I'm sure he would have given up the jewelry if you just asked him for it. Yeah.
Right. Because most people ain't argue if you have a gun. People are not going to argue if you have a gun to someone's head. They're just not going to argue with you. They're not. Most people are not going to do that. So. It's like, I don't know what this world's coming to with that. And I want people to stop with the conspiracy theories. Stop with saying that his girlfriend said him. Stop with that. Stop with that.
Because like she posted a location on an Instagram story everything is a conspiracy to some people.
But my interesting thing is the people who are going in and talking about you document every single second of your life, every single day. Only difference is you're just not famous and rich. Exactly. That's the only difference. It's like you're not a celebrity.
I'm the type that I don't like posting my location. Some people post everywhere.
I don't post my location after I'm long gone. I don't post my location.
I didn't even mention that I was at Post Malone until right now.
Right. I don't mention.
I didn't post from the United Center. Yeah.
The thing that I like doing, a thing that I'm a fan of doing.
I take that. I mentioned on the radio afterwards. I said shout out to everybody that's at Post Malone last day.
Yeah, you already gone.
After I'm at the radio. Gone. And then I'm doing this now. Like I didn't post my location. I don't like doing that because
me neither.
I'm a little paranoid like that. I don't motherfuckers, not just getting me, but like sometimes motherfuckers watch you and shit, and they rob your house and shit like that.
Exactly.
They know you in another spot. So like this.
I think that I'm a big person that I do is I'll do this. I do this a lot. So about last night, and then I'll have like my pictures, like my video. I always about last night. So clearly this is something I did last night and I'm just mentioning it now about last night, or here's how my weekend went. Like I'll do like that. Like that's more my speed. Like I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'm right here in the middle of so-and-so, right? No, I'm not. Like I said, but my thing is like, I don't think nobody's after me like that, but I mean, just your house. Like I think about that, like my house being left unattended. So
No,
so,
yeah. Like, I'm sure you got some sketchy ass neighbors and shit. Oh, yeah, so and so, you kick your door in knowing you're not there and shit. It's like,
right. So it's like, that's why I'm just kind of like, meh, I'm not gonna do that. But stop with the whole thing, because this woman, like, I mean, she's already going through it. She witnessed her boyfriend, father,
they really like going in on this woman.
father of her child be murdered in front of her. She saw that live.
If that is what happened, like it was a mistake. Like and who knows? Like I said, it could have been a random actors. Like I don't even know if the person that robbed him like knew his location. It could have just been watching. Ain't that PNB Rock? Yeah,
exactly.
It could be like some random shit like that.
Here's my thing: everybody's blaming everybody but the person who actually killed him. Like what do we do? Like, what is this where we're at as humans? Like I've heard people, well, she posted the location, so that's what happened. She set him up.
And they blaming him as well too.
They blame him. Well, you go in the ghetto wearing a chain.
Yeah, because he did post like him with the chains on this.
You go in the ghetto wearing a chain without security, so like I said, we're blaming everybody but the person who killed him. We're blaming every single body but the person who did it.
That being said, like if
make it make sense.
That being said, if I'm rich and famous and if I'm wearing that much jewelry, I'm not going anywhere either without armed security or without a gun. I'm gonna have one or the other. Like that's just me.
Or both.
Or both. Yeah, like I'm gonna have armed security. I'm gonna have a gun just in case you get past them. It's like yeah.
I already said what I'm doing. Like Marcus and I already had a talk. We said if we ever get to a point where we have to have higher security, I'm hiring Fruit of Islam. That's my security. That's who we're hiring. That's who we hiring, some FOIs. That's what we're going to have up in there.
Hiring Smith of Wesson.
Because that's what they don't play. FOIs don't play.
Hiring millimeter of Glock. You know.
So you got to have, you do. Because that's the thing about it. It's like, it's sad to say this, but it's like, unfortunately, if you get to a certain level, you have haters. And I hate to say it like that. Like, I mean, you try to go, you want to go like your same spot and your same kick-it spot and still be the same person. But it's a lot of jealous people out there, unfortunately.
Look at PNB Rock. It's like
it's a lot of jealous people out there that just
all three of them, none of them had security because they felt comfortable in their setting. It's like every one of them should have had security on them.
And Dolph was that was sad too with his, because he was just supporting a Black-owned business. He's like just trying to, because he had posted him before on his stuff, just trying to drum up business. Like he was doing a positive thing, like, yeah, check out this Black-owned business, doing that. And then they came
right in the store. Yeah, Nipsey was like at his spot.
Yeah, his spot. Yeah. Just sad what happened to these young men. And like, it's just unfortunate. Like I said, it's just an unfortunate, sad situation that if you do make it, and now if you do want to still go to I'm not just going to stay in the suburbs in my gay community away from everybody because I don't want you to say I'm acting funny. So it's like, I'm going to still go out there and be with my people, but then people approaching you when they hand out thinking that you owe them stuff. And it's like, nah, I'm not just giving away money. I'm not just doing your stuck up ass. And then it's that type of stuff.
Be real.
That's your stuck up ass and all that type of stuff. So it's a lot of jealousy out there. And unfortunately, you do have to put them boundaries. Like you said, like you may have to have, like what you said, you ran to, who's that brother? Ishmael.
Minister Ishmael, yeah.
Ishmael, yeah. When you ran, and then like I said, you were trying to go over and speak to him, but then you said the FOIs was like
the Rakim book signing with.
Yeah, you said the FOIs was like.
It was really a concert because we knew he was going to do all his songs.
Of course,
it was his book, his discussing his book, but
book
then of course, he had a DJ up there, so of course you know you're gonna do the album. You're gonna do
the thing that they did. You a vibe for like it was like some, I don't even remember what it was, but he did a concert. Probably did a concert. Yeah, it was a concert. Yeah, it was.
That's what Rakim was. It was like he was supposed to be signing and then discussing the book, but then he like did all of his hits basically. And then Minister Ishmael was using the same row as me. Like we were like I was right. I was like that's Minister Ishmael. Like yeah, and so I went and approached the brother just to like, because our mom and them doing back in the original.
They knew he was a little boy. They knew him back then.
I was like, I remember him. Like she was like,
he was like Khalil's age. She remembers him like that size.
Mom like, you a little light skinned boy. I remember him. Mom,
yeah, that sounds like mom. Little light skinned boy.
Yeah, so I went and told, I was hey, my mom and dad knew you way back when. And as soon as I approached, the brothers like grabbed both arms, like, hey, where you going? It's like he yanked me up. I was like, hey, I come in peace, come in peace. Just wanted to shake your sister's hand. That's all.
Right. I mean, but that's unfortunately you have to have that type of protection when you are
arms like them.
You gotta have that. You have to have that, unfortunately, but you have to have
your Minister Ishmael is basically like what Malcolm X was in the nation back in the 60s. Like Farrakhan is like Elijah Muhammad. Minister Ishmael is like Malcolm X. He's like basically like second in command. Basically,
right.
That's what he is in the nation right now. So like it'd be like approaching Malcolm X back in the 60s. You saw they did that in the movie when the brothers yanked him up. It's when the dude wanted to meet him after they saw the brother that got moved by and they yanked him up.
That brother,
yeah, I was like him. I got yanked up like that dude, basically. In the movie. That's what they say. Hey.
Unfortunately, that's where it is. You have to, and it's sad that we have to be like, we can't be as like, hey, it can't be like as open because
that's even if you're coming in peace, it's like, yeah, Minister Ishmael. Like I knew exactly who he was as soon as I saw him, like because I've come from the Nation of Islam. So I knew that. And then when they shouted him out, the DJ, not the host there was shouting, I was like, yeah, I knew that was as soon as I saw him. He said, shout out Minister Ishmael in the building. Yeah. So
but stop with the blaming of let's stop victim blaming. Let's stop.
She's devastated now. Just
To see that happen in front of you in your eyes, to see that right in front of you. Like, so she's already doing enough of that. And then people with their little platforms, it's like a lot of people who do their thing. It's like, let's stop clout chasing. It's like, you're trying to get your views up. We know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get your views up.
To like boast your social media.
To boast your social media. And then you're tagging his girlfriend and say like, yeah, she said like doing all like, stop doing that. Like that girl's already going through so much.
Your little whack ass YouTube views up and shit.
Right. And pray that you don't ever have to experience anything like that. Just pray that you as a person don't have to witness your loved one being murdered in front of your eyes. Pray that you never have to deal with that. Have some empathy for people. Just have a little bit of empathy. Stop it.
Rest in peace to that young brother again, PNB Rock. He's best known from a lot of people know him from the Everyday We Lit joint. He was on that with Wyeth and Lucci, I believe. Yeah, the Everyday You can tell me shit. Yeah, he's on the Everyday We Lit joint. That's what I'm most known from. And then he had some of his own hits too, but I mostly know Everyday We Lit joint. Rest in peace to that young man. Let's shift gears right now and let's talk to stay in Chicago.
Yep. What happened?
R. Kelly. Guilty.
Is guilty.
R. Kelly is still guilty.
R. Kelly still guilty.
I'm gonna pull up and I gotta talk to the whole thing and shit. Let's find it.
Yeah, he was super.
Get the all the charges. Cause I know he got 3 more charges. I think filed child pornography charges, which is the video that was heavily circulated. I will never admit to watching and shit.
Yeah. Because I mean, he just was a hot mess with stuff. He was.
Video with Sparkle's niece. Y'all know the one from way back like 20 years ago. I think like 2003 is when that video was originally leaked. Yeah. He got acquitted before because the girl wouldn't testify, but this time she definitely testified.
Yep. And I can't even imagine, like I said, the trauma that she's had to face. Like, even though, like, what's she like? What, like 37 now? I want to say
37. Yeah.
Yeah. So think about all this time
she started having sex when they're like 14 or 15, something like that. I forget, but yeah, it was around that age. Like, I want to say they met at 14. They started having sex at 15 or something like that. I know she was very underage. That's all I know. Either 14 or 15 is when they started a sexual relationship. He was 30 something then.
So more charges. So
now they're saying an additional, this is crazy, depending on what this judge, an additional 10 to 90 years.
I saw that. I was like,
no, it's like he already got 30 for the New York case. If he gets another 10 for this, that's 40. That's at least, if he gets that 90, then just forget about it. Yeah.
But I mean, like, my thing, I just keep on going back to, it should never have been a trial with any of that because He married Aaliyah when she was 15. People just ignored that he married a 15-year-old child. She was 15 when he married her.
I'm reading, like
he was 15.
This girl was 15 when he started having sex with her.
Yeah, so he married a 15-year-old child. Are we noticing a pattern here?
Times, like starting first time when she was only 15. I'm reading the story now. Yeah. So
are we noticing a pattern here? He keeps on preying on 15-year-old girls. Like he grooms them. He starts to groom these girls when they're somewhere between 12 and 14. He starts grooming them. And if you're unfamiliar with what grooming is, it's like you're trying to establish a relationship, establish a trust thing. You want to gain the trust of this person.
Eventually, you make your move. Is like because now they're comfortable around you when they get to like a certain point, like where they'll be alone around you. It's like because they know you. It's like
and ladies, let's stop saying this. Well, we all did this. Well, we all was perked on then. Like, don't make it a normal thing. Well, we all had an older boyfriend. I didn't have an older boyfriend when I was 15. I did not.
You D Rose, you all did.
I did not.
You D Rose, you all got the heat. You like that.
Right, but I did not. Like no.
D Rose, who
did date a 25-year-old when they were 14? I didn't. Like what are we doing?
25-year-olds when you were 14, you were D Rose. Yeah, all day.
Like what are we doing? Like no. Like realize yes. Like. Older guys tried to hit on me when I was that age, which is very disturbing. I mean, I didn't even think it was like that.
Going for it though. That's the
difference. I said I wasn't going for it. I said, but even I said now, like as an adult thinking about it, I'm like so outraged by it. Like I'm like really outraged.
Like even the guys trying to holler was creepy, let alone like actually hooking up with niggas.
I'm like totally outraged by somebody trying to talk to a young child. But he did this, and he did this for many years. He did it for many years, and it's just. Unfortunately, once you keep on doing so, eventually you're going to get caught. And he got caught and it bit him in the ass big time. The surviving R. Kelly did it. Like that was the straw that broke the camel's back. It broke it.
Yeah, because
it opened up Pandora's box.
He was untouchable for years. I said, and ironically, looks like his day is going that way. I said, two cats that are untouchable. I said R. Kelly and Donald Trump. It's like R. Kelly, they got, and Trump, the whole Mar-a-Lago thing. Who knows where that's going? Like they might have his ass too. It's like because that's not going away anytime soon. That
it's
whole,
not. Like you can pay.
He got raided. Is like they going after him hard.
They're going after him. You can pay to get rid of so much stuff because you have the means. If you have the means. You can make a lot of stuff. You can make a lot of people be like, "What so-and-so? I didn't see this. What are you talking about?" You can do that with a lot of things.
Money talks or money walks and bullshit talks, as Daddy Rich. Money walks and that bullshit talks. We're going to keep it moving because like somebody's trying to podcast bomb. God damn it.
Yeah, my son is trying to podcast bomb. Yeah. Go and watch football with Daddy. Go back and watch football, okay?
Yeah, you gotta watch football because Uncle Lot's gonna cuss on this thing.
Yeah, you gotta watch football. Go in the back and watch football with Daddy, okay? Khalil, go in the back with Daddy.
Go now.
No, go back into the room with Daddy and watch football, please. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Go watch football. And he usually likes football, so I don't know. Maybe Marcus is napping. He might be taking a nap.
Let's shift gears from disgraced R&B singer to another one. Rest in peace to the young man Jesse Powell, 51 years old.
No,
you don't know how he died. I don't have a cause.
Baby is you. That's like the wedding song. Everybody used that song for their wedding. Everybody did. Mm-hmm. And wasn't he Trina and Tamara's brother?
Baby, yeah.
Girl, yeah. He was their brother, yeah.
She was the one that actually reported one of the twins. I think Trina, let me see. One of them actually reported his death. I forget which one. I can look it up right now. Tamara, yeah. Mm-hmm. One of the twins actually was the one who broke the story that my brother died peacefully in his sleep in his house.
And like I said, I'm glad that it was a family who did, because it's like when like TMZ is what I have to say, shaving people like if you get a story, don't, because it's like, what if his family didn't even know that he died? Like that's. You don't want to find out that like
all the time. I sat on the Bernie Mac story.
The Bernie Mac story. You sat on it for like an hour.
I called my PD, like the big dog. I said, "What should I do?" He said, "Hey, just sit tight for a second.
Sit on it. Don't
not mention that shit on the air." Yeah, just like because we don't know who knows what. Mm-hmm. And when I started seeing it, like Stella Foster posted it, and like
because Stella was close to
out there. So yeah,
yeah. because she was from the same community as Bernie, so she was close to Bernie Mac.
My source was pretty reliable, but I still didn't know 100% if the man
right.
Like I still didn't know what to do with that story. It's like
But yeah, like very sad.
So
only 51. Like that's like is.
Yeah, wonder why they still haven't announced it. Wonder,
he may have been ill because the way they said he passed peacefully, so he may have been dealing with an illness. Because like as we saw, some people just want privacy.
Yeah,
like Chadwick had cancer and nobody knew he had cancer.
Virgil also, they both two guys that had cancer
and
it seemed like they just died out of nowhere, but like both of them had been battling cancer, like, and they kept that private.
Because everybody doesn't want to be treated like, oh my God. Everybody doesn't want that people in their mind, like
our cousin Sherry did that.
Yeah.
I didn't know Sherry was sick. Like our mom knew because like she had been talking to her sister. Yeah, but like I didn't like until she died, I didn't know that she was
I didn't know either.
because she didn't want us like worrying about her like that.
Yeah, she didn't want the sympathy. And then a lot of times people do feel like you have to fight. It's like people do want to be like, okay, I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna beat this, and people want to feel like that. But if you feel like
the ailment, sometimes you're not your best like physically, so you don't want people to see you like that. It's people that get like that. You don't want them to see you in that condition. So like, I don't know what happened with the young man. I call him a young man, even though he was older than me, because I'm thinking about it when he was a young dude. That's why, song back in the day in the night. Yeah, he was a young man back then. So that's the Jesse Powell I'll always remember, the one that made you. So rest in peace to him, 51 years old. What you got, Kicks? I got a lot.
Do you want to talk about the nonsense of the fake outrage?
Fake outrage. There's so many of them.
We watched the trailer, or I don't know if you watched it.
I think I know where you're going. I kind of want to go with that last. I want to get the other bullshit out of the way.
Oh, you want to get the other BS out first? What do you want to do? What you want to do?
A lot. Let's see where I'm going.
We can wait for it.
Oh yeah, we didn't technically break the ice on that one yet, so we can still sit on it for a few minutes. Let's get to the rest of these fucking stories then. Let me see what else I got, because I had others that we can go with. Let's see. Let's talk Brett Favre. That was a mess.
Yeah, I had that on my list.
What do you have on there? I'm trying to find the rest of the story. My details aren't popping up right now.
Well, the fact that
I know it was basically welfare fraud. He
basically stole money.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I don't know if he stole per se, but he was involved in the shit. Is like, he
stole money.
They were directing funds that should have been for welfare.
They were funneling, but let's do it like the they were funneling funds to whatever.
It went to the college for like a new soccer stadium.
Volleyball stadium.
Volleyball wasn't
that soccer. His daughter happens to go to that school. So that's where it gets shady. His daughter is there. So it's like
where the shady shit is, because like where he's really involved with it is because they paid him like $500,000 to do like some radio spots or some shit like which is like I do radio spots. It's like I want $500,000. That's the easy.
And you ain't get $500,000.
Sit in front of this mic, and then you ain't write and say email you a script. I pull my iPad out, read the script into this microphone, and then send that shit back. It's like $500,000 to do that and shit to read a script into a microphone and then send it back to him. And that's where he was like they paid him like $500,000 to do radio spots about the shit. Yeah.
And what he did was he took funds from TANF, or temporary assistance for needy families. Like I said, I know about because that's my job. I used to work Medicaid. I used to do that like years back. So it's like these funds are supposed to be used to helping people who are on welfare as a means for them to help them to fill in the gaps on stuff that they're coming up short on. That's the point of the welfare, is to assist people. But yeah, it's like they said this article is entitled, let me read the title, How Brett Favre and the State of Mississippi Trapped a Volleyball Stadium in the Culture of Poverty. Then another one said how he like swindled. Wait, this one. How Brett Favre got $6 million in welfare for a volleyball stadium.
That one, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let me see this one about how he. So it's like, okay.
But yeah, here's the thing: the $6 million, it didn't go all in his pocket. That's the thing; it went for the state. The money went in his pocket, still like $500,000. So he's still
they're like former Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant and nonprofit leader Nancy New coordinated on procuring welfare funds to finance an $8 million volleyball stadium. Yeah, and then they was like it directed $5 million of the TANF to the University of Southern Mississippi.
Oh, I was wrong. I said $500,000, saying $1.5 million to Brett Favre for motivational speeches.
I see. Her nonprofit also directed 1.1 million to Favre for.
The article I read previously said like $500,000. So now it's over.
Like, look. Her nonprofit also directed 1.1 million to Favre for motivational speeches. He never delivered. He
didn't even do the spots that I talked about. He didn't even do.
Oh my God!
So he just pocketed that shit.
Jeez,
that's what I said originally.
Yikes! And you think about Mississippi, when you look at the map, when they show like,
and look at what's going on in Mississippi now.
The
like
water
they run
the water situation.
They run out.
They're like another Flint. They're looking like another Flint right now, like with water.
I think Flint, they got theirs fixed now, but Mississippi is right there now. Like
they're looking like that now with the water situation.
Running out of water and shit.
If you look at Mississippi, like if you look at a general map of Mississippi, when they talk about, like who's on the most welfare, who's the poor, Mississippi is one of the poorest states.
Near the bottom,
it's one of the poorest states in this country.
Mississippi is always in the bottom 5 for poorest states.
It is. It's one of the poorest states. So it's like, you're like taking funds from people who really, really need it, people who are really, really poor, who really, really need this. And what? And Brett Favre, isn't he worth like over 100? Let's look at Brett Favre net worth. Let's look that up now. Brett Favre, they said he has an estimated net worth of $100 million. This man's worth $100 million.
Wow. I know Packers fans are so glad they got Aaron Rodgers.
now I'm not gonna watch this about Mary the Same. Now I'm gonna throw my shoe at the fucker.
So all the guys in that movie were creepy then, looking at, including.
I'm glad Mary dumped you.
All the guys were creepy in that movie now, including, because I always said to the guys, Brett
was good.
Now Brett's creepy too. All the guys
Brett was stealing from the families in Mississippi.
Yeah. So Packers fans, I know y'all glad y'all got Aaron Rodgers, because now they can pretend Brett Favre never existed.
Brett who? They're like scraping his name off of Brett who?
Rodgers is the GOAT. Yeah, they can pretend Favre totally never happened now because of this shit. That's the beauty of that shit. Like they replace one GOAT with another GOAT. It's like okay. No, hey, we don't acknowledge him. Like our GOAT is Aaron Rodgers. They can pretend it never happened. That's the beauty of that shit.
Hilarious.
But Brett fucking Favre.
Hopefully they resolve it. And like I said, like I work for the gov, so I understand that like if you take funds from you have to pay that shit back. Like you gotta pay it back. I
know it's petty, but Brett Favre should go to jail. Or at least get one of them bullshit sentences. He
should get one of Felicity Hoffman sentences, or Becky, Aunt Becky. Yeah, he should get one of them.
Juicy Smollett said it or something.
You go to jail for 5 days. Yeah, like that. Do one of those.
Just for my entertainment and shit. Yeah.
And then what he should do is
I want to see him. I want to see him in the handcuffs and the jumpsuit. I want to see the mugshot. I want to see all of that shit. Yeah.
And then I said, for me,
mugshot, he got the little things under his eyes. That'd be hilarious.
And then for punishment, to continue with the punishment, he should have to work 6 months in a local office, in a local food stamp office. The food stamp offices, it's a lot going on in local offices. So he should have to work in a local office for 6 months. That's what I say as part of his punishment.
What a fucking clown. I saw that. I'm like, Brett Favre's back in it. I thought it was the old story when he was like being creepy and shit, but then it was this. Like, no, it's a whole nother story and shit.
Like, oh yeah, you're stealing money from poor people. Okay, gotcha. Like
creepy and shit. Yeah, when you creepy, that's your own business and shit.
right.
This shit though.
Stealing. Oh my God.
Let's talk about some more clown shit before we get to the big story. Coming back to Chicago, what's up? What's going on in these concerts? It's like,
wait, what?
Let me read this shit. I'm trying to get the full story on this bullshit. August Alsina and Tory Lanez. Have you heard about this shit?
Both of their names make me just go. Both of their names.
It's totally ridiculous for them to do a show in Chicago.
I have not heard about this show, but the instant hearing both of their names, it's like
you got Entanglement versus Shot Girl Summer. That's what I'm hearing right now. It was like, so it was a show at the Airy Crown in Chicago over the weekend. We were promoting it on Power, which when I was reading the lineup, it looked ridiculous. Cause I was like, it's starring I know Mario was there. It said August Alsina, a bunch of other comedians were there. So August Alsina is a comedian, I guess. And then Tory Lanez was on. So it's Mario and a bunch of comedians. So August Alsina and Tory Lanez are comedians, as far as I'm concerned.
They are. They are.
It looks like they got into it at the concert. It's like a fist fight and shit. August Alsina was posting pics of him saying that Tory Lanez sucker punched him and shit. It was all
learn about NDA. Okay, maybe he didn't learn about NDAs, but whatever. he just like to talk. August Alsina don't know how to shut up. Yeah. And Tory Lanez, I think he has Napoleon complex because he's like 5'1" or so. He's like
that's what August Alsina posted on his Instagram. I'm about to read how this line. I'm not gonna read this whole post, but he said, as I'm exiting the building after the show last night, a 4'11" size leprechaun ran down on me with 8 oversized security niggas who agreed to individually upon while they tried to press me.
Oh, time out. Flag on the play. You said a 4'11"
leprechaun ran down on me.
Looking like leprechaun in the hood. I ain't gonna get you.
After reading that, I'm on August Alsina's side now. After reading that,
he has some short man issues because when I knew he was short was when I watched that thing with him. What was that, Sway or whatever? And then when he got off he was the same height sitting down as he did when he was standing up. He was the exact same height. I was like, wait, what? I was like, what just happened?
House, wait.
I was like, what just wait, the way he stood up and get up, I'm like, he didn't move though. Like, why is he the same height? But yeah, I think he just has a short man, because sometimes, and don't come up to me short man, but sometimes short men be having like they're short complex. They get mad and then they're just angry dude.
Shout out Mike Jones. My favorite short dude.
They be little, but he wasn't a little angry. He was actually cool. He wasn't an angry dude.
Whenever I think of short dudes, I always
be angry.
Say, hey man, don't be roasting those short dudes, man. Jones. I had to shout the homie out.
We love you though, Mike. We do. Not you. But some of them, talk to your people. Because some of them get like they be mad and then they're just angry and just with the chest, just always and they want to fight and it's just that type of stuff. So Tory Lanez needs to have several seats.
On that one.
August Alsina,
that's saying something. If I'm taking August,
stop entangling with people and you'll be all right.
Entanglements. Well, actually, Will Smith should have slapped him and not Tory Lanez instead of Chris Rock. It's like it all comes together. Yeah. Can we
Photoshop?
Will Smith paid Tory Lanez to smack him. That's what it is.
Can we do that?
Yeah. He said, "Hey man, you got me. Get jiggy with that nigga. Yeah. Go get jiggy with his ass." So Will Smith.
Oh my God. 2022. This is going to be the year of the slaps. That's what's going to be the year of the slaps. That's what it is. That's what we are.
Dave Chappelle knew what the 5 fingers say to the face.
We were locked away for 2 years. So now how we act after we come outside after being locked up for 2 years? We just slap people.
Remember Hot 97 Smack Fest, they need to bring that back. You don't know if you
how to communicate, people forgot how to use this word.
It was this dumb idea that Hot 97 had back in the day. It's basically like 2 people standing face to face. Y'all keep smacking each other back and forth till one of them gives up and then the winner gets some tickets or something like that. It was basically like that. We just like Smack Fest back and forth. If you Google Smackfest, you'll find some of them old Hot 97.
That has potential to go wrong, like really
the dumbest idea. I'm sure something happened. Somebody probably got hurt and sued the radio station. That's probably what happened. I'm sure. Like
somebody just decks you in,
or you can get somebody got concussed. Like anything could happen. Yeah. Something probably happened why they stopped doing that shit. But Smackfest looked at
people did.
All
but then again, it was the 90s, so like we did stupid shit in the 90s. So hey.
All right, let's go into the big story. Because I got a lot to say about this. I'm sure you do as well, too. The movie trailer that you talked about.
I can't even think of the words now. Would be part of your world. I can't sing like her because I can't sing like that. But The Little Mermaid. So, Little Mermaid. I was in third grade, I want to say, when I saw The Little Mermaid. We were on a field trip. I know it was
Ariel, 1990, I think.
89.
89, somewhere.
Yeah, we were on a field trip.
And, Batman, okay, yeah. So
we were on a field trip and we went to go see it.
Even though you like Batman too, but like
I love Batman too.
Movie Batman was mine in 89.
And when I saw it, and I really liked the movie because I liked Ariel's story. I always thought Ariel, like her voice was so pretty when she was singing. I hated Ursula when she stole her voice and all that. So Little Mermaid is actually one of my favorite Disney princess stories. It actually is over Snow White, over Cinderella. It's like one of my
favorites. That's the one from your era too. Like
that's one of my favorites.
Cinderella, those were old. It's like
those were old. That's like from like the 40s.
Mermaid came out 89. That's like your era. So like, that's the one you grew up with. Yeah, that's yours.
Yeah, because it was slapping for a while because you had the Little Mermaid, you had Beauty and the Beast, you had Aladdin. Like they had the sound, like they were their sound was killing. Lion King, their soundtracks was killing.
Back to back.
That's what it was. Pocahontas, like they killed it for a while. The soundtracks, but like initially when I first saw that they're doing a live action, because remember they did a live action Lion King a couple of years ago. I want to say.
Let's talk about it.
And it basically was the Lion King. It was basically the same movie, but now you have to watch a real Mufasa die. That's basically, or a CG version, a CG version of Mufasa die. That's basically what it was.
And cartoon lion is obviously a cartoon. The remake looked like a real lion.
It looked like then Pumbaa looked like he was a real warthog, and it just was freaky, and it just freaked me out. But Ariana liked it, so whatever. But
that's the one she grew up with.
Yeah, that's the one she liked it. I was like, okay, let me show you the original, because I put it on Disney Plus. I was like, let me show you the original.
Which one?
She was just kind of like, okay. So
I
was kind of apprehensive because I'm like, eh. And then as soon as the trailer started, and then the underwater sequences looked really beautiful because it looked like when you go into the Shed Aquarium, it looked like really, all the. I was like, okay. I was like, it looked like you're like actually inside of a water tank. Like it looked really pretty, like the sings. And then when Halle starts, because she has a beautiful voice. Halle can sing. She has a gorgeous voice.
Bailey, Chloe's sister.
She can sing. Those girls can sing. Both of them. Them girls can sing.
Chloe Bailey.
Wiley. And they're both beautiful. They're both beautiful girls who can sing. They both have a lot of talent.
But this is the reason why they split. Like I could have now, like Chloe wanted to do more adult stuff, and Halle wanted to do the Lion King. I would not Lion. Want to do the Little Mermaid. So like that. That's why they split. Like they had different visions of where they went.
They have different visions. Yeah.
Was like Halle was happy doing like the teeny bopper stuff, but Chloe wanted to do more adult stuff. So like they probably come back together again at some point down.
Yeah, because their harmonies are amazing. They are. But when she came in, when she said "Under the sun, when they play under the sun," and then she hit the little run, and then the comment section, oh my God, it was like, why is it sound like somebody wrote, why is it like a gospel choir in the because she can sing? Maybe because she can sing. That's why.
But I hate it when they butcher the anthem. That's what he said.
That's the first thing that popped in my head. Get out of my mind. That's the first thing that popped in my head. Like Black people, I hate to say it, Black people, but we're not going to sing. Oh, say, can you sing? Listen to Whitney Houston sing.
Oh, fuck that.
Listen to Whitney Houston sing.
Fuck that. Listen to our mom sing the thing to All in the Family.
All in the Family.
Especially when they get to the Herbert Hoover part. Let's go.
Mom does a run right there. I'm gonna record her and I'm gonna put it on TikTok. I'm gonna record it, but I know she don't like cameras, but I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna record you doing this. I'm gonna put it on TikTok. When she says Herbert Hoover again.
Yeah.
When she says
The
that.
part was saying we use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Like she takes it to church on that part. I can't do it justice, but that's the part we got to record it and like and play the shit just so y'all know.
It's hilarious, but that's just what we do. Like I said, Black people, we have generally a different style of singing. Like a lot of Black people learn to sing in church, and church is very
Church
is very soulful.
Shout out our grandfather, Ella Appleton. Let's go.
Yeah, he was a pastor. He was a Kojic pastor for
Appleton.
70 years. So it's like,
my mom grew up singing.
This is what people do. This is what our people do. And then I just saw then started getting like overtly racist. Like, I mean, stuff like talking about like her being extra with the singing. Okay, that's subtle racist. But then I started seeing overtly racist stuff. And I'm like, okay, y'all need to have a seat. Like having like the Little Mermaid be perched on, like, you know how Ariel was like perched on the rock like that. They had her perched on a slice of watermelon. Like stuff like that. I'm like, okay, now you're just racist. You're just a racist fuck now.
That's trolling right there.
Like you're just racist now. And then actually getting mad. Like the best one that I saw that a person countered, because it was a TikTok, you know, people stitch on TikTok. A guy it was an older white guy saying like, you know, how we feel if we took your movies and remade your movies? How about we make, and then the Black person like, okay, let's make Roots over with white people. Okay, let's flip it. Let's do that. All right, let's do that. You want to go there? Let's do that. Let's do it. Okay. Because they did do that. I think that movie got pulled. It was a movie called Cracker that they were supposed to have done. But I think that Hollywood pulled, I don't think they ever saw the light of day. It was basically supposed to be, it was supposed to be like some Twilight Zone type shit, like where a racist white person got transported back into time, and like now,
man, I wish it would have came out.
Now Black people are the slave owners and white people are the slaves. So like basically everything that white people did to Black people, Black people are doing. Like, man, I don't think the movie ever came out because I remember seeing like the trailer for it.
It sounds like it could have been epically bad. That's just
yeah. It's not like it probably was epically bad.
I would have watched it in a full review on it. We did a whole episode about that shit if it came.
I'm gonna look and see if I can. Maybe it's on Tubi. Maybe it did come out. It just never got.
I would have heard of that shit.
I'm gonna try and find it. I'm gonna try to do my research to find it. But people were getting mad about it. But some of the ones were funny. Like they said that Black people, they said like we should take over all the white movies now. Because then somebody put up a picture of they put up a picture of Grease being reimagined as I don't know if a Black person created or a white person created, but I mean I like this one. I was like, this one actually I think would be good. They put up a poster of Sierra and Chris Brown as Sandy and Danny from Grease. I was like, low key, that might actually be good. I said, because they're both amazing dancers.
We already saw that with Ja Rule and Ashanti did that.
Both of them are amazing dancers. No, but they can actually dance. Like
Ja Rule and Ashanti.
No, Ashanti does.
Those eyes.
Ashanti does a little.
But they already did a Black Grease, though.
No, I would do the Chris Brown and Sierra. We could do Chris Brown and Sierra.
Your stairs.
And they're the same age as the original cast of Grease because they were old when they did. So I mean, even it could work because they were like.
That's the funniest one out of all of those you about to laugh.
Oh God!
Watching The Little Mermaid. That's the one that made me laugh. I was like, I saved that picture.
I saw some crazy ones. Then like people were doing like they were doing the reimagining of like I don't know who made all the memes or whatever because they had like white people on Set Off, they had white people on Boys in the Hood, they had like all different type of whatever.
So there's a lot of this shit, a lot of the stuff people post on the internet is trying to get a rise out of people with trolling.
Pretty much, yeah.
The watermelon one.
Yeah, like pretty much.
Nobody's actually doing that shit for real. You're just trying to fire motherfuckers up.
Then the girl, shout out to this girl who actually like her post went viral. I wish I had her name, but basically she was on Twitter and she said, "Why y'all surprised that it's that mermaids are black with as much Africans as you threw in the ocean?" I was like,
I saw that post. I don't know who made it.
I was like, oh. And that's the type of that's a type of like it's dark humor. Like I like the type of stuff that makes people like if somebody's kind of racist and you say something that makes them uncomfortable. I like those type of things. Like, okay, yeah, like I'm gonna make you very uncomfortable and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna make you extremely uncomfortable. And her post went viral. I was like, I mean, My whole thing is it's a mermaid. Mermaids aren't real because people are trying to be like it was based on the Scandinavian. They're like they said Little Mermaid has
novel or
Scandinavian
some
roots.
shit like that. Yeah.
They say it has Scandinavian roots or whatever.
Okay, it was something like that.
That's what somebody claimed. They claimed it has Scandinavian
I never
roots.
looked at the origin story of the Little Mermaid, but it might be based on
a folklore. Yeah. And then they were trying to say that Ariel's a redhead. Black people have red hair.
I was about to go there, like the redheads are like they upset. Yeah, I saw it.
It's black people with red hair. Does
the character have red hair? I don't remember. Like the
She did. It just wasn't as bright as like because like in a cartoon it's super bright, but her braids, her locks were red. They were red. She did have red locks. Her locks were red. They just weren't vibrant like like super.
That's what I saw. Yeah, said that's the only representation we had. It's like you don't see redheads, and now you took that. That's the one I saw.
She has red hair though. Ariel's like her locks are red. She still has red hair. And
go ahead.
My thing is like probably what Disney decide because it looks like Disney is doing over all of their hits because like honestly, let's be honest, people are running out of ideas. So it's like, hey, let's make some more money. Let's just redo this old movie and make it live action. Because they did Lion King. They did Aladdin.
I was about to say, that being said, I think this nothing against Halle, but it's probably gonna suck. I think
I hope it's gonna be good. I want it to be good.
And Aladdin sucked with Will Smith. I think this is gonna suck. This is my it's like,
and for what I hear,
I don't even think it's gonna be a good movie. I think
and for what I hear, they're about to do Beauty and the Beast over live action. You know who's going to be playing Belle?
Beyonce.
No, but it is a singer.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
It is a singer, and she is African American. Well, she's mixed. It's her. They're saying that her is set to play Belle in the Beauty and the Beast. So she's half Black, half Filipino. So she's like, yeah. So they're like, she's set to play Belle. And on Broadway, Toni Braxton played her on Broadway like years ago. Like Toni Braxton did. So, but if you dig back though, it was a little bit of the white tears were happening back in '97 when Brandy played Cinderella. Remember, it was some white tears back then. It was some white tears. It was a few white tears back then. But it's like
I don't remember anybody caring about Brandy.
It was a few white tears, but I mean, with this one, obviously, like I said, because we're in a world where social media and internet, so like people can be like,
so I remember
it can be the word can get out more and more intense because they said that the trailer had over 1 million thumbs down on it. That's what they said. It was over 1 million of those, and so we know where it is. It's not the fact that you think the movie is going to be bad. It's not the fact that she didn't sound good. My thing is, I think that Disney, like I said, when they looked at the thing, let's do a live action. Who can we get? Who's a person? Dad, we need somebody. We need somebody who's young, who can sing. Halle can sing because she was on some Disney thing a while back. I can't remember what it was, like some anniversary special. I forgot what song she sang.
I'm pretty sure the Black part was a big part of it too.
But but obviously I said now like representation is a thing that does matter now for people. So like people are trying to be more inclusive about things, like where they're like, hey, like
how I feel about
people are trying to be more inclusive about stuff.
I don't know how I feel about race swaps. Like I'm on the fence about that. I don't know.
I think it's like it's a mermaid. Mermaids aren't real.
About in general, like not even about take the Little Mermaid out of it. But
right. I'm saying for that situation of people being mad about it. Like
I don't know how I feel about
really mad.
I'd rather see an original Black character. Like I'd rather see Black Panther than Black Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me. I'd rather see an original Black character. I'd rather see Storm than to see a Black fucking
Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow. Yeah, a Black Widow.
A Black Widow.
Black Widow should be black. That makes sense.
Black Widow. Yeah.
It's like that's just me. I don't know. I'd rather see original Black characters. I'd rather see Falcon as Falcon and Falcon as Captain America. That's just me. But they made him Captain America.
Yeah, because he does in the comic book. I guess he becomes the new Captain America.
He was Falcon for way.
He was Falcon, but then he takes over the whatever. I guess
that's just me. But yeah.
Yeah. But I'm like, people really need to just get their panties out the bunch. Like, it's not that serious about y'all are actually mad that it's a Black girl playing. Like, let's be real. If it was Ariana Grande, y'all wouldn't have said nothing. Y'all would have been, this movie looks great. Like the white, like y'all who are actually big mad about it like that. When you're trying to say it's not about, yes, it is about race. Like, yes, you are. Yes, it is about race.
I said
Well, it's not the fact,
race all over. Like
it's not the fact that she's
race,
Black, but
the ones that cast it, they did it on purpose to like get some attention. That's what I think the whole thing is about race. Like,
I think it's stupid that people are just getting all their panties up in a bunch and over this. It's just really dumb to me.
Yeah, but I stand by what I said. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but I just think it's probably gonna suck anyway. So y'all are getting all worked up for nothing just because.
I'm hoping it doesn't.
None of it makes have been good to me. Like Will Smith is Aladdin. Like, yeah, come on.
I watched part of it. I didn't finish it. I think the kids was watching. I think I walked in when they were watching.
Yeah, you walked out. It was so bad, didn't you?
No, I was actually busy. You know, I'm always moving, like doing dinner, washing clothes. I'm always doing something else when I should just be sitting still. I'm always in motion. I mean, the Aladdin was kind of. I mean, like me remakes periods. Like I'm kind of like
keep my wish out your fucking mouth.
That would have been good. Now I'm gonna do like actually try and watch.
Fucking command.
But in fair comparison, nobody could pull off Genie except for Robin Williams. I'm not being funny. Robin Williams was Genie. He was a genie. Like he. I mean, and I think that it is like a lot of other talented actors out there, but it's like Robin Williams, he just bodied that role. Like Robin Williams, that's like from our childhood. It's like, you know, we loved Robin Williams at that. We did.
Yeah, Mark from Mark. I grew up watching.
I grew up with that and Mrs. Doubtfire with him. Hello. I love Mrs. Doubtfire. But I'm hoping that the Little Mermaid isn't going to suck. I hope it doesn't suck.
Well, that's my first thought. I was like, y'all getting worked up in the movie is probably going.
Regardless, I'm gonna take the kids to go see it, and Ariana can see a little Black girl, be a little Black girl watching a Black Mermaid. So Ariana can see like, hey, if you want to dress up like this for Halloween,
like I said before, I'd rather see Princess and the Frog than Black Little Mermaid. That's just me. Like I'd rather see original Black character.
And then some stupid people was like, well, what if we made Tiana white and Princess? It's like, but the integral part of her character, she was Black. Like her race was a thing, and the Princess and the Frog, like it was her race was
characters. Like her
race was a thing.
Rather promote that than Black Little Mermaid. What we gonna call the episode? Black Little Mermaid.
Black Little Mermaid.
BLM. It makes sense. Think about it. And Black Little Mermaid. It works. That's the name of the episode.
Black Little Mermaid.
BLM, baby. Let's go. Black Little Mermaid. It works on levels, baby.
Well, like it, you know, that just reminded me of. It just made me have a Simpsons moment. The even at Nia. So they put in the messages in BLM.
Mermaid. That's the name of the episode.
And it's gonna flash like the message inside BLM. Black Lives Matter is gonna flash in the movie to give subliminal messages, I guess, like that. Simpsons fans get that. They get that joke.
Wrap this damn thing up.
Oh, quick rapid fire. Ray J, him going off on Instagram.
No, I don't think we did. Like Ray is pulling all kinds of receipts about.
Yeah, my quick take on that is like he does have receipts and he does have proof, and the fact that when he was on live and then Kim blocked him when he started like trying to get more from her, that she just blocked his ass. Well, this all stemmed from basically when Chris went on the James Corden show and she took a lie detector test saying she did not leak the sex tape. She did not have anything to do with that. And Ray J, she's a fucking liar. Ray J started going
like all the Kim Kardashian, Ray J, and Kris Jenner are all like equal parts of this bullshit.
They are. My whole thing with that. My whole thing is Ray J.
Every one of them was in on it. And
every one of it was in on it.
But all of them were in on this shit.
The thing that happened was that the thing that happened is that Ray J, like once the tape got leaked, then Kim cried her fake tears, like, oh, Ray J leaked the tape, and I don't know what happened. And then Ray J just sat silent. And now I guess he's just sick of it because like this has been going on for damn near 20 years.
He did it again on the new show.
Right, this has been going on for 20 years now at this point.
Yeah, no. He said it's another tape that Ray is going to leak. Yeah, no. And then I think Kanye went and bought the
Kanye
tape.
went and allegedly got the tape from him, and then the ad came up when her son was playing Roblox on his phone or his tablet. The ad came up with it on her son's tablet, so that's allegedly what happened on the show or whatever. So,
but it is
Ray J's just pissed that his name keeps on being dragged.
There's no other tapes like what if it is like is from that same time because like it was
exactly.
They said it was what different tapes. The one they leaked, like I said, was leaked on purpose. It said Chris watched it and said, "Okay, this is the best one," pretty much. So that's pretty much. Watching daughter having a sex tape is crazy.
And that makes me go like, because like he said that the way that Ray described, he said Chris was like, no, like she presents better like this. Like she critiqued it, like, no, you should.
This is the best one, basically.
No, you should do it like this.
You back that ass up better in this one. So
yeah,
that's the one we're using.
What?
Yeah,
what?
Your ass clapped better in this one.
What? Like that's beyond weird. But my thing is Ray J.
So if it's other tapes, is the ones that they didn't use. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Ray J, you could have ended this before you even started because you could, as soon as when she said that, you could have said this bitch lying. You could have said that years ago, and we would never have had the Kardashian. But now they're a multi-billion-dollar empire. They ain't going nowhere. They're here to stay. Even if people do presumably cancel them, they're billionaires, so they ain't going nowhere.
Shout out Raycon trying to get you to sponsor the podcast. God damn it! So,
you could have ended this years ago. You should have just been like this bitch lying years ago.
Raycons, baby. I'm tagging Raycons in this. We getting a Raycon sponsor. Damn it! I'm just saying.
I want those glasses. You're the ones that they clip down. I want those glasses.
A pair of Raycons. That's all I need.
I got my glasses, so give me those ones.
Get more Raycons, baby. That's not another damn podcast. Black Little Mermaid, episode 220, 277. You like what we're doing, you know what to do. Give us a like.
Please do.
Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. I'm talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What's good, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. Follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how to get at me.
And you can check me out at MSIMAH626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SCR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.